Hey everybody, we are back in Scott Burnhard's kitchen and he is 8 years vegan. Look at these abs. We got to show the people again. Looking amazing. So who better to show us than Scott, his top 5 vegan high protein sources, right? They're high in protein?
Yes, they're high in protein and they're very nutritionally dense. And I'm just here to break it down to you so it's not complicated. Because a lot of people, they talk about protein, where you get your source of protein, especially being a vegan, right? So I'm here to just break down the fallacies and give you truth and for you to check out these amazing options when it comes to protein. Even me personally, I like to focus on essential minerals. Today's topic is about protein, all right? So let's break it down and let's talk about it, right? So when it comes to protein, it takes the 9 essential amino acids, right? So all of these sources right here contains the 9 essential amino acids in order for protein, which is great for muscle building, which is great for recovery, which is great for growth, right?
So we do need protein because I know there's a lot of people who want to start a vegan lifestyle and they know they need protein and they think, well, I'm scared I won't get it. But then there's also a group of people out there who think the whole protein thing is BS and we don't need protein.
Right.
So you think we do need protein, right? You think?
We do need protein, but we need essential minerals in our body. We need macronutrients. We need protein, fats, and carbohydrates, right? So one is not greater than the other, for me personally, and just, speaking in general, right? So, but today's topic is about protein, because that's what everybody want to focus on, especially when it comes to the plant-based vegan lifestyle. Right now, we are in my kitchen, and I want to show you all what I like to consume and what I know is the top 5 high source protein. So, first of all, we have quinoa, organic quinoa. Quinoa is an amazing protein source. This is really high in protein. It really has the great essential amino acids for your body. This is really easy to cook as well too. You can really, spice it up with different herbs and spices and things like that. And this is something that you want to have in your kitchen. It's a great substitute than rice. A lot of people can't eat rice because it's high glycemic, it's very high and starchy, while quinoa is alkaline and it's really good for you. So this is like one of my favorite protein sources right here. Look at that, 6 grams of protein within each serving. So that's a really good amount of protein.
That's good.
And people don't understand that you need the protein. You see me, I'm an athlete, right? I'm a workout type of guy. And also I am a coach, I am a trainer. So I study these things. And you need mostly your protein after you finish your workout, within the protein synthesis clock, right? You don't have to eat immediately, but there's a 24-hour window where you need to have a certain amount of protein to maintain your muscles and maintain your gains. So quinoa is definitely one of my favorite sources as well too. Very healthy, very anti-inflammatory, and it's a great substitute for other than having rice. So yeah, quinoa.
Amazing.
Next, I'm gonna group these two together. We have walnuts and Brazil nuts, where you talk about healthy sources of protein. So you want to make sure that you wash your walnuts and Brazil nuts so you can wash all the phytic acid out of it. So when you wash these off, then they're ready to consume, and they're very nutritionally dense as well too, and they're high in psyllium. What is psyllium? Now, psyllium is great for your brain health, right? Along with the high protein with it, it's great for your brain health. And what I really love about these two right here is that you can make some amazing meat substitute vegan meals out of this. I love to make me some good walnut meat, right? So you soak the walnuts, you put it into the food processor, you put it with your favorite herbs and spices and what have you, and you can have it raw or you can have it cooked. But either way, it's a great substitute. And as I look right here, we got 5 grams of protein within each serving. So this is really, really great for you right here. I love me some walnuts. And then we got the Brazil nuts right here. Now, for the Brazil nuts, they're very nutritionally dense. I don't expect you to eat like 10, 15 Brazil nuts. You're good with 4 or 5, to be quite honest, right? Because this right here is so amazing. Very nutritionally dense, very anti-inflammatory, and it's a great meat substitute as well too. So you can make Brazil nut Alfredo. So you can make Alfredo out of Brazil nuts. And like I said right here, let's look at it right here, 4 grams of protein within each serving. So Brazil nuts are amazing for you and very nutritionally dense.
And I feel like these plant foods as a whole. Like
Yes.
they're very nutritionally dense.
Yes, they are.
And they nurture us. They make us feel good. And there's, you know, next to no negatives pretty much, right? Whereas with the animal sources of protein, they can come with them a lot of negatives, right? Like mucus forming in your body can lead to different problems, right? Versus with these, like they're pretty clean.
Yeah, pretty clean. You know, and some people are allergic to nuts. So obviously if you do have a nut allergy, I wouldn't suggest this. But the thing with the animal protein is that, yes, you get the protein from the animal, but what comes with it, right? The heme iron, yeah? What comes with that? That's toxic to the blood. What comes with it? The mucus. What comes with it? The mucus, the parasites, the heme iron, everything that you could think of that's going to compromise the human body, right? So we're trying to sway away from that and find more cleaner, more healthier sources when it comes to protein. You know, because when you have it through the middleman is the animal, right? So, but what the animal mostly eats, they mostly eating grass, they're eating off the land, right? So, and sometimes our body can't really break down those certain animal fats and those certain animal proteins, right? So I'm just showing you all a different alternative that you should have in your kitchen and you should have, you know, overall in general. So next, I want to talk about this right here, fonio. So Scott, what is fonio? Fonio is one of the 9 essential grains that is based out of Senegal, West Africa. And why do I recommend this? Because first of all, it's very easy to cook, very, very easy to cook, and it's very nutritionally dense. It's amazing for you. Anti-inflammatory, it's high in zinc, magnesium, high in fiber, so you're not gonna overeat. And it's going to really have that nutrition when it comes to your cells. And let's talk about the protein right here. All right, about 50 servings per container, and we have 3 grams of protein within this. So this is amazing for you. You know, you can have it as a great substitute other than eating rice. Me personally, the only rice that I personally eat is wild rice, right? So for me, fonio is amazing. It's healthy. It's very easy to cook, and this is definitely one of the high protein sources that I keep in my cabinet, in my kitchen.
I love it. I love when you talk about fonio. And do you count how many grams of protein you consume in a day or no? Or do you have like an amount that you strive for?
You know, I'll do it for my clients because they're trying to reach certain goals and certain things. Of course, you know, I'll do like the tracking of the macros, the protein, fats, and carbohydrates. But for me personally, I'm not in no competitions. I'm not in no bodybuilding, no physique. I listen to my body. So I don't really track what I eat or anything like that, or what's my calorie intake or what have you. I just listen to my body. Unless I have a certain goal. If I'm going to build more muscle, then I need to be in a caloric surplus. That means I need to eat more than what I burn and a little bit more resistance training. But if I'm looking to cut down, then I need to be in a caloric deficit. And then that's when I'll start to track like, okay, what is it that I'm putting in and out of my body as far as calorie intake, which is energy output.
Okay.
So yeah, we got some fonio right here. Next, don't judge me. I got some canned chickpeas. All right.
Oh, that's still good though, right?
It's good.
It's
you know, but some
good.
people are like, oh, it's in a can and what have you.
Yeah.
I hear you, I understand. But listen, sometimes when you gotta prepare the regular chickpeas, it takes a while.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
We're busy these days,
We're
right?
busy
It's
these days.
still a really healthy alternative.
Yes, a very healthy alternative, right? So for me, I would never teach perfection, right? I teach progression. So even me, I'm not perfect, but this is organic garbanzo beans, organic chickpeas, and this is really good for you. High in protein. It's great for your heart health. It's great for your brain function. And right here, let me look at the back. Right here, 6 grams of protein within each serving of the chickpeas. And this is really good for you. You know, we're on the go. We're adults. I live in New York. It's a fast city, you know. So
Yeah.
with the chickpeas, I love to make a chickpea masala or a curry chickpea stew, or you know, something like that. Or I make some chickpea tuna with this, and let me tell you that thing be slamming. The chickpea tuna,
Sounds good, Scott.
so good. So I love to have some chickpeas, and this is something that definitely is going to be in my cabinet and in my kitchen overall, and it's definitely a high protein source. I've been getting a lot of gains off the chickpeas, right? Next, Hemp seeds. Hemp seeds. This is so packed with a lot of essential amino acids. The protein sources is really great, really high in nutrition as well too. I love to put it in my smoothies and my shakes. You know, I make a nice blueberry shake sometimes, and I put the blueberries with this and have a lot of antioxidants, and I add the hemp seeds in there. And this is just really good for you. Unless you have an allergic reaction to it, then you need to add some hemp seeds. This is definitely a great source of protein as well too.
They're good on salads too. Like I sprinkle them on salads.
Oh yeah, really good on salads. Really, really good on salads. A nice alkaline salad.
Yeah.
You pour some hemp seeds on there. You're good to go.
Hemp milk is so good too.
Oh,
hemp seed milk. It's creamy. It's one of my favorite flavors for milk. It's really good.
You can make hemp milk out of the Nama.
Yeah, the Nama milk maker. I'll put that down below.
Yeah, you gotta put that down below. Get that Nama milk maker. But yeah, the hemp seeds. Look at this. 10 grams of protein within each serving. What? Oh my goodness. This is chock full of protein. So you feel like you need a little bit more protein in your regimen, in your diet, or your eating lifestyle, add some hemp seeds in there, right? This is really good for some vegan yogurt, you know, some non-dairy yogurt. Just sprinkle it in there, and you can put it in smoothies and in salads. So as you can see, I love me some hemp seeds, yeah?
And do you miss the dairy and the animal products? Do you miss it with like your physique? Do you think you have a better physique now or before?
Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh, wow.
I am lactose intolerant. So if I even think about playing myself thinking that, oh, I can have some regular ice cream or have some dairy, I'm going to be in the hospital. I'm going to be in the hospital, or I'm just going to have a very serious reaction to it. And I don't want that.
No.
So me being allergic and me being lactose intolerant, I stay far away from that, because first of all, the dairy today is highly compromised. It's full of hormones, mucoid plaque, mucus, parasites, and it really does a number on your respiratory, your breathing system. And
that's a fact. So many kids I see so many kids these days that have those breathing problems, and I always think, you know, that a lot of times it's the dairy or like the skin problems, like that heavy acne on the face. A lot of times it's the dairy, in my opinion.
Let me tell you a story. So back when I was in my college days, I was in my psychology class, and this young lady came up to me, and she asked me, what is your diet? Like, just out of nowhere. And I said, yeah, I just eat regular, whatever. And then she asked me, do you drink cow's milk? And I was like, yeah, I like cereal. And she's the one that introduced me to almond milk.
Wow.
Yeah, because she was telling me that, you know, she looked at my skin was very bad. As you can see right now, the skin is good now.
So that helped you, her saying something.
Absolutely.
Wow.
She helped me to realize that we as humans should not be consuming milk from a cow. And understanding that it has an effect on our hormones, especially with people who has hormone imbalances. Some of my clients, they deal with PCOS, right? Which attacks the hormones when it comes to the feminine body. You know, they have these hormonal imbalances. And it's like, oh no, you need to remove yourself from those things that are compromising your hormone imbalance, your thyroid function. You know, that's also a part of your metabolism. So when you remove yourself from the dairy, then you feel so much better. You don't feel clogged up. You don't feel congested, because you release so much of the mucus out of your body. I don't miss it whatsoever, Jenny.
Good, yeah,
I'm
same
good.
here. That's
I'm
a fact.
good.
Yeah.
No, dairy is scary.
And look, you can look like this with all plants. Like, why would you go back there?
Why would you
Do
go
know what I
back?
mean?
Come
Like,
on, man.
Yeah.
You know, and there's so many different alternatives. You know, like you said, the hemp seed milk. You have walnut milk. You got rice milk. You got
almond milk,
cashew milk.
You can make any type of milk, or even there's cheese alternatives these days.
Yes.
There's so many different alternatives. I really don't believe we need another animal's milk. I don't think it's natural.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. You don't see other animals drinking other animals' milk. You really don't. They stick to
save it for the babies.
Yeah,
save it for the babies.
Save it for the babies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've done 4, I think, right?
We did
combined 4. Or maybe we did. We're giving a couple bonus
Oh.
ones in this, guys.
Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are amazing. Great source of protein. It's also helped to kill parasites. High in zinc, high in magnesium, especially if you're a man. you want some pumpkin seeds in your life because this can increase your overall testosterone and your libido. So pumpkin seeds is really good for you, and you can add them into what? The salads.
My favorite in salads,
Yes.
just sprinkled on.
Oh my gosh, you can have this in salads, you can have it by yourself, you can have it as a snack. You know, some people will ask me like, you know, what should I eat as a snack? I'm like, you better eat some pumpkin seeds, you know, and it's gonna keep your mind sharper, it's gonna give you some more energy, and this is really good. And as I look in the back of this, 12 grams of protein.
See,
12 grams of
amazing.
protein within each serving. So you're gonna snack on this throughout the day, you know, and you don't realize how much protein that you're getting, right? So yeah, pumpkin seeds, organic pumpkin seeds. Me personally, I love to get everything that's organic because I really feel like quality versus quantity. Now, if there's a point where I can't find it organic, then okay, I'll go with the regular. But just me personally speaking, I like to go with the organic. So anything you see here, organic chickpeas, organic quinoa, organic pumpkin seeds, the fonio, everything. And let's talk about this right here. A lot of people don't talk about this. I'm going to be the one to talk about it. Amaranth. What is amaranth, Scott? Amaranth is one of the non-essential ancient grains. Why do I recommend this? Because this is a great alternative for oatmeal, and you can make some amaranth porridge. And this is high in protein right here. Look at this, high in iron, which is great for blood flow. When you have blood flow, then you can have more transfer and more transportation for the nutrients to go through your body. And it's a lot of people out there, especially the women, they're very anemic, which means they have low iron, right? So I would recommend them to get some amaranth, right? We have some magnesium and calcium. Calcium is great for the bones, right? Calcium is really good to have that bone strength and to have that mobility, and make sure that you have that bone density as well. We have the magnesium, great for your heart health, great for your sleeping health. The zinc, very powerful, especially for the men out there that feel like, you know, they're lacking and they feel like they don't have enough energy. Increase your overall zinc intake. And the protein within this, we have 9 grams of essential protein in each serving. So you can have some amaranth porridge. That's one of my favorites. You boil it for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then when you take it out, you just have it in some porridge. You can add some dates. You can add some boiled bananas. You can add some hemp seeds. You can add some walnut butter. Me personally, I like to add some walnut butter in there, and you'll be good to go. So
sounds good, Scott.
Yeah.
You're getting me hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, this is great. These are amazing.
These are some amazing alternatives. These are some amazing things that you can add into the kitchen when it comes to protein sources. Like I said before, I'm not here to complicate anything. I'm not here to persuade anybody. I'm just here to educate you and to open your eyes. Like, you know what? Instead of eating this piece of chicken breast, then let me try, you know, some of these and try out some different recipes and try out different things. Because once you have that mindset where you want to try things out and you want to be more creative, you make it more fun for yourself. Right?
And these are delicious too. Like you're
Yes,
not
they
missing
are.
out by
You're not.
by incorporating more of the plant foods. And even if you don't, I feel like even if people don't want to be fully vegan, like just add in more of these and cut back on the animal products. Then start that way and see how you feel. And a lot of people I see, they notice their energy increase and they're like, whoa, I actually have more energy in the gym. I can keep muscle. I feel great, right? Yeah,
because, you know, for one, you don't feel overly saturated, because sometimes with the animal protein and the animal fats, you can feel very saturated. You can feel very bloated at times, right? So with this, you won't feel saturated. You won't feel bloated, and they're going to help. These protein sources right here is going to help with your overall development and your longevity, and it's going to help with your strength gains. It's just going to help you to feel much better and much more functioning. So yeah, these are my sources right here, the top 5, and I have some honorable mentions as well too, you know. So everything that I said in this video, you know, take some time out and to do some research, right? You know, I came here with some information and some education, but also do the research as well too.
Yeah. So, okay. Amazing. And just to end off, if I ask, how did going vegan change your life? What would you say?
Wow, going vegan changed my life in a great way. Because not only I really start to realize, you know, the animals are our friends. Because first of all, you know, veganism is about the animals first. And then second, I realized, wait, I can live a healthy lifestyle just by going back to the plants, just by going back to nature, and I can help cure certain things just by going back to plants and going back to nature, and I don't have to be a victim to my circumstances. Like, some people feel like as soon as they feel like they have a sore throat, or they feel sick, or they feel that they have something that's compromising their body, they got to go to the pills, they got to go to the medication, they got to go to the pharmacy. When this is the pharmacy, I'm in my pharmacy. So anything I pull out of my cabinet or my refrigerator, that is my hospital, that's my pharmacy, right? So now I realize, wait, I don't have to be a victim to my circumstances. You can be your own doctor. You can be your own healer. So, not saying that vegan is the holy grail. I'm not saying that, right? But I'm saying it really opened my eyes to be more conscious and let people know, and let myself know, let that food be thy medicine, and also your food becomes your fuel. So if I'm fueling myself with vegetables, the greens, I'm fueling myself with black seeded watermelon, burro bananas, mangoes, I'm doing my blueberry shakes and everything like that. My fuel is going to be so much on a high level, you know? My brain functions, my cognitive function is going to be so much at a high level. It truly changed my life for the better, because I was suffering from a lot of things. I had inflammation in my wrist. I had crazy acne. You know, a lot of people say like, oh, they have acne, I have cyst problems. I had all of that too. And I was suffering from many other things as well too. And now I am not a victim whatsoever. I am the victor, and I want you to become the victor of your life and your circumstances. All right, so definitely changed my life.
Well said, Scott. Powerful talk, really
Yes.
good, inspiring talk. And to end off, okay, favorite book? If people could grab one book, what would that be? Favorite quote, and where can everybody find you?
Oh my gosh, favorite book. I have so many books. You know, I'm gonna, wow.
If you had to pick one, if people
So
are like,
many.
I have the budget for one book, what's the best book I should get? What's one book that could change their life?
So shout out to my big sis, Shaniqua Samuels from High Frequency Tea. This book right here, this book right here, if anybody's looking to, like, you know, go raw or try, try out a beginner kind of raw situation, anything like that, check out this book. You know, Kale Baby, I Like It Raw. And this book right here, it's amazing. Got some really great recipes, and she doesn't complicate it. She just makes it very easy. And this book right here is very pivotal to me. Man, Heal Thyself by Quinoa. This book right here, you know, they have the woman heal herself too. But this book, you know, because I'm a man, this book right here, you know, you gotta let people know these days, you know what I'm saying? This book right here, this book right here has inspired me so much. This book has really changed my behavior. It really let me look at fasting and detoxing as a spiritual thing, not just on a physical realm, but on a spiritual realm. It really started to make me think more conscious about certain things. You know, sometimes we got to fast and detox from our thoughts, not just from certain foods, but from our thoughts, certain music that we listen to, certain people that we hang around with. And this book helped me to realize, like, okay, wow, it's way more than just the physical. It's way more than just, you know, feeling good. You got to feel good within your spirit and within your mental health as well too. So these two books right here.
Sounds like a good book. This other one looks really good too. I'm gonna have to check her out.
Yes.
Okay, and any favorite quote, and everybody go follow Scott. His channel's amazing, and I'll link it all down below.
Okay, favorite quote?
If you don't have one, it's okay. It's hard to think of the spot.
It's so many different quotes, right? It's so many different quotes, but let that food be that medicine.
I like that.
Let that food be that medicine, man. Because you got to understand, whatever you're eating is either going to supplement you to greatness, is going to be an asset, or whatever you're eating is going to become a liability, what's going to break down your body, right? So like I said before, I don't teach perfection. I teach progression. So I understand sometimes you want to go out, you know, you want to have a little drink with your friends, you want to do this and that. I understand that. You go on vacation, cool. But the most important thing is to be accountable and understand, like, okay, I know what I was doing last week was not the best for my body. Okay, this week I'm gonna go on a fast and a detox. I'm gonna go on a juice cleanse. I'm gonna use my Nama juice, and I'm gonna do some black seed watermelon, and I'm gonna do some green juices, and I'm gonna get back on there. Because sometimes we do fall, but we just gotta get back up. All right, so understand, let the food be your medicine. All right.
And I think what we do most of the time, you know, because I think people can be hard on themselves, what we're doing most of the time. And a quote I love too is, what you eat today walks and talks tomorrow. So and it's so true. You know, last night I had a lot of food I don't usually have. It was all raw, but it was all raw gourmet. And I don't feel as good today. But it's okay. It's fine. It was fun. It was good.
All right.
It was still healthy. Obviously, it's so good. But it's really true. What we eat today is what walks and talks tomorrow. It's who we are tomorrow, and it's really important. So this has been amazing. Thanks for sharing. I love these protein sources. I hope you guys are really inspired. And if you want to get more inspired, I will put on the screen right now. Scott and I just did a what he eats in a day. It was epic, amazing. So go check that out. And be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
All right.